Thank you for your interest in Renew. Renew is one of the most unique anti-aging products on the market because we truly believe we are having an effect on the dermis. This is important because most anti-aging products have an effect on the epidermis. And the epidermis sheds on a monthly basis and ultimately has no impact on aging skin. So how do we do this? What is the unique technology available in Renew? Well, the first and most impressive ingredient in Renew is probably phosphatidylcholine. As you've probably heard me talk about, phosphatidylcholine is our liposome delivery mechanism. It is purified from lecithin. It is proven to increase product penetration by 1,000%. So when you add all these exciting, active, dermal stimulating ingredients to it, we can actually see dramatic changes in the skin. For example, retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde is proven to be as strong as retinoic acid, but also proven to be non-irritating. So we use very significant doses of retinaldehyde in most of our products, and especially in Renew, where we're really targeting the fibroblast to improve the production of collagen and elastin. But we don't stop there. You see, one ingredient is going to have an impact, but we believe it's the application of multiple ingredients that creates the most impact on the skin. And so we'll start with retinaldehyde and we move on to niacinamide. Niacinamide is a critical part of this whole puzzle because it actually increases capillary flow. And that capillary flow will feed the skin all of the nutrients it needs to maintain the stimulation level. A lot of people don't understand aging skin. Aging skin is actually the result of starvation, and I encourage you to go to my aging skin video to hear more about that. But since the skin is chronically starved, you need to increase circulation in order to address that problem. Niacinamide does this very effectively, and as a result of niacinamide doing that, in research it's proven to also stimulate collagen and elastin. Of course, we also have chlorella. Chlorella is a powerful plant extract that actually increases the stimulation of collagen and elastin, and is proven to protect collagen and elastin from being broken down more readily. We also have GHK copper peptides. I'm sure many of you have heard of those. They are proven in research to stimulate collagen and elastin once again, and we are very excited to have that in our product line. Of course, there's another benefit too. We have 1,3-beta-glucan. And this may be one of the more revolutionary approaches out there today for anti-aging skin, and I'll tell you why. One of the key components of photodamaged and aged skin is the buildup of scar tissue. Now, we're not exactly sure why, but the skin typically leaves a significant amount of what shall we call waste product in the dermis. And when you have waste product in the dermis, you can't have organized layers of collagen in its place. So we use 1,3-beta-glucan to go in and scavenge that scar tissue, and it's proven in research to do so. It's a very good stimulator of what we call macrophage activity. Macrophages are little Pac-Men that go through different parts of the body and take tissue away that's useless. We consider scar tissue to be a useless tissue in the dermis, and we think 1,3-beta-glucan has a tremendous impact in the overall anti-aging effect of the skin. So there you see the general summary of what we're doing. We actually use 8 different fibroblast stimulators in our Renew product, each of them designed to affect the fibroblast in a different way. Each of them uniquely designed to penetrate into the dermis at 1,000% higher level than the typical skincare line. The last aspect of Renew that I'll tell you about that I think is, I want to separate us from the competition, if you will. Basically, when you use an alpha hydroxy acid or to a certain extent retinoic acid, certainly L-ascorbic acid, and I know all of you have used these ingredients or may continue to use them today. The reason why I'm not a believer in these ingredients is because they almost exclusively work on the epidermal tissue. You say, wait a minute, I know vitamin C is well established as being a strong stimulator of collagen and elastin. And what I tell you is, it would be if it actually made it to the dermis. But you see, 98% of the vitamin C you apply to your skin never makes it to the dermis. It stays in the epidermis, and there it just creates inflammation. Now, inflammation in the epidermis sometimes fools us, and actually we think our skin looks better because it's a little flushed. There's a little edema or swelling in the epidermis, and that helps make those fine lines look a little bit smaller. Also, the skin turns over at a slightly faster rate, so we might think that overall we look fresher. But the reality is that L-ascorbic acid is just as guilty as the alpha hydroxy acids at creating damage in the skin. And that damage, while looking better for a temporary time frame, in fact, actually long term does nothing to aid aging skin, and I would argue actually compromises the health of the skin, therefore advancing aging at a more rapid rate. So I encourage you to take another look at Renew, because our focus is on maintaining the epidermal integrity and maintaining the health of that barrier by restoring the lipids, by not stripping lipids, but through the use of phosphatidylcholine. But on top of that, taking it to the next level. The next level, of course, being the remodeling of the dermis, the removal of scar tissue, the increasing of blood supply to that area so that the skin has the nutrients it needs to maintain itself. We think you'll enjoy the product.